Hey everyone! So last night I finally got out my cold weather pieces for the year, and while I was doing so, I decided to create a capsule wardrobe for the season of Halloween. Now, as everyone knows, October is pretty much Halloween for the entire month long, but my wardrobe is focused on the colder weeks of October, so kind of the last week of October. And where I live, I've seen everything from 75 degrees on Halloween to 3 to 5 inches of snow with trick-or-treaters trudging around in these giant banks of fluffy white stuff. And the most common type of Halloween in the town I live is around 40 to 50 degrees, sometimes in the upper 30s, maybe a little bit of snow overnight. So there is kind of an assumption of very cold weather and possibly snow with this wardrobe. So first, let's take a look at the main pieces I chose. This is Ball at Miranda Castle from Lady Sloth. This is my favorite print to wear for Halloween. This features what I assume is Miranda Castle and some ghosts and skeletons getting ready to attend the ball. And this is a really nice cotton piece. It is a one-piece dress with short sleeves. It has a detachable gray bow on the bodice and a detachable belt with a black bow. This is made out of chiffon and it's kind of a unique shape. I'm not going to take it off to show you, but so we get black, we get white, we get gray to work with this piece. And it has some bottom chiffon that kind of looks like an underskirt, but it is not. It is actually part of the dress, just to make it a little more fancy. I also chose Harpsichord Trio from Moi Même Moitié. This is a longer one piece. It's a little longer than knee length on me, so it's not like a super long, aristocrat length dress, but it is longer than the standard Lolita dress. The bodice is also short-sleeved with some really amazing red lace on the sleeves and at the waist. This waist is kind of just under the bust. And for themes, we have, of course, the harpsichord and, musical notes and things of that nature, and some skulls to tie in with the kind of Halloween-y feel. Otherwise, I wouldn't really say this dress speaks Halloween, but the skulls kind of, bring that home for me. And some flowers. So overall, really nice. We have red here to work with, black, white, and of course tones of gray. So for this wardrobe, the main thing I focused on as far as tops is the ability to layer. Now, if you're having the 75-degree Halloween that I have seen on occasion, you, of course, would probably want to wear these one-piece dresses with nothing over top of them because it's hot. But more often than not, you're going to want to layer. So I included a long-sleeved high-neck blouse from Anna House. I did wear this last year because we had a cold Halloween. And this can be worn underneath the OPs. It looks nice with the high collar, and it does feel nice and warm. If you need a little more, you can layer another top over top of that. I included this long sleeve cardigan from Alice and the Pirates. It has this little butterfly motif here. And the reason I added white to this wardrobe is I feel that, just by adding this casual white and black cardigan, you're kind of toning down either of these dresses. Now, if you're going to use this wardrobe for, say, a whole week leading up to Halloween, chances are you have a real life where you can't necessarily be extra every single day. Adding this cardigan kind of makes it a little less dark, a little less in your face. So I really like to pair something like this with the darker dresses to make it a little more palatable to the average person that you may see on the street. And of course, you're still going to seem very extra and OTT to a normie wearing a print like this, but it kind of shows that you're making an effort to be regular. And of course, I included just the standard black long sleeve bolero. This is kind of the stereotypical thing you might imagine a bolero being from Baby or Alice and the Pirates. This one is from Alice and the Pirates. And this is a solid black. I'm getting a lot of exposure here on the camera, so it looks a little washed out, but it is very black. And it has really nice lace. This easily would go over either OP. And of course, because it is a bolero, the bottom is cropped, so you will be able to get the full detail of either the belt or the red lace on the moitié OP. So in addition to these tops, I think what you really need for this wardrobe in a lot of Northern Hemisphere climates is a good hoodie. So this is from Miho Matsuda, and that brand makes a lot of low-leable items that aren't real over the top or in your face, kind of casual but still suitable for Lolita. This is a nice size hoodie because this will fit over the OP, the blouse. If you're wearing an extra cardigan over that, this hoodie will still fit. And it has some ruffles on the sleeves, and there is a white cat with a butterfly embroidered little thing there at the top. Lots of butterflies in this wardrobe, I don't know why. But anyway, this is just kind of a staple standard if you're going to do this wardrobe. For Legwear, again, I focused a lot on the cold weather aspects of this wardrobe. These are black fleece-lined tights. These can be worn as a base layer with any of the other legwear here to make it more warm, make it feel more like, I'm wearing something on my legs. If you actually layer these with one of these, it would feel warmer than wearing, say, jeans. So definitely a very good idea if it is, around 40, 30 degrees. And then I chose 3 pairs of OTKs, black with gray, white with black, which would look really nice with the cardigan, and a pair of basic black lace-topped OTKs. If it's warmer, these would probably be, nice and comfortable if you wanted solid black without wearing the big, thick, heavy tights. And then I also included 2 pairs of lace tights, a nice red that perfectly matches the moitié, and a gray pair that matches the Ballot Miranda Castle. And these can also be layered over top of the thick black tights. It kind of gives a look of like lace over top of solid black, which is pretty cool. And of course, if it's a bit warmer, those can be worn on their own. They don't add a whole lot of warmth. For the purse, this is kind of the quintessential purse to go with this wardrobe, I think. It is black with gray details, and it of course goes with the musical themes. I do believe there would be music at the ball in the Lady Sloth dress, so I'm going to say that that's a music-themed dress. And this is from Restyle. They're a Polish brand that makes some items that are appropriate for Gothic Lolita. This bag, unfortunately, is not made anymore, but if you find one secondhand, it's very high quality, super practical. It's fairly large. It's not the largest Lolita bag out there, but it's really sturdy. Comes with 2 different types of straps. Very, very highly recommend this bag, especially with a wardrobe like this. For the footwear. So, with the assumption that there may be snow, maybe even an inch or 2 of snow in late October where I live, I chose boots for the footwear. Now, even if it's not snowing, the normies in the area will be going out in Uggs for sure in the month of October, so I don't think it's unusual to be wearing boots even if it's dry. If snow is kind of like not a possibility for you and you think, wow, it's kind of dumb to wear boots, you definitely could replace these shoe choices with some good Gothic heels, maybe a pair of practical red Mary Jane striped heels, and a pair of black platform heels would look really nice as well. These Innocent World boots are really nice and waterproof. These are really good in the snow. The black boots are a little less practical for snow. They have more of a heel on them. Those are just generic department store boots, but they look really nice. For headwear, I included a variety of things. The gray head bow is part of the Miranda Castle series from Lady Sloth, so that's made from the same material as the dress. I included a black head bow from Sweet Mildred, and I included a red beret. The beret, I feel, kind of makes any of these co-ords more casual. So if I wanted to be really casual, show, hey, I'm not trying to like go out in a costume today, I would probably choose the cardigan, the beret, and the red boots. Normies love the red boots, I know from experience. The beret is from Cutie Creator on Taobao. You could, of course, find one without the bow that's a little less sweet on eBay or Taobao. I also included this pin from Lady Sloth. That can be attached to anything, whether it's the beret or a cardigan. Just something kind of fun that does go with the wardrobe, given the colors. And for the OTT side of this, I included this headdress from Sweet Mildred. It has a veil, it has flowers. It's very beautiful. I figure this choker from Cutie Creator would go really nice with the veil. If you're going, full OTT, I think that's what you'd really want, the choker and the headdress. And for a lot of my capsule wardrobes, I use a lot of small bows as kind of extra hair accessories. I left those out, and instead I included flowers. So these are clip-in flowers for your hair in most of the colors you need for this wardrobe. I don't have any gray ones, so those aren't there. But those would be a nice addition to any of the head bows, or they could just be worn on their own. And for the jewelry, I included a nice variety. If you're going with any of the reds, because there's not a red top with this wardrobe, you definitely want to include as much of the red jewelry as you can. So for earrings, I included a nice bright in-your-face red, a more subtle wine-colored earring, some spiders with red eyes, some white flowers, those would go nice with the cardigan, and some black roses. Bracelets, I included handmade ones with every color you need for this wardrobe. This necklace, really great statement necklace. This is a Necronomicon from Restyle. This book opens. I'm not going to try to fiddle with that, but this would work with a neckline of either OP. It's a little longer, so you'd want to remove the bow on the Lady Sloth OP in order to wear that necklace. And a basic choker with red and black velvet ribbon and red lace, and a basic pearl necklace. So you're getting everything you need there with that jewelry. So I'm now going to show kind of the extras to go with this wardrobe. A couple of these would be required and a couple would be optional. First, I have a pair of black bloomers. These are from the Japanese cosplay brand Joybank. Lolita Collective briefly sold these bloomers, and although most of the things made by that brand are for cosplay, for whatever reason, they make decent Lolita bloomers. So a nice basic black pair would go well with this wardrobe. And importantly, I have here a long length soft petticoat from the Black Ribbon. Now, if you're going to do the moitié dress, you do need a petticoat that is a bit longer in length than the standard Lolita petty. Black Ribbon occasionally restocks these petticoats. This is made from a soft nylon knit, and what I've found is that this material actually does add a little bit of warmth when you wear it, so it's very appropriate for fall, winter, and spring. Highly recommend to go with black dresses, and really a necessity for this wardrobe. The makeup I chose for this wardrobe, this is a dark red, blood orange lip gloss from Pacifica. It is darker than what this shows on the packaging. It's actually a really nice dark red. It's really similar to this. This is a dark red mascara. And I think it's really fun to use colored mascaras. They don't show up at all in my photos. but I enjoy them and I think they look cool. And for the eyeshadow, this is the nicest makeup I own. I don't typically splurge on like non-drugstore brands, but this is Modern Renaissance from Anastasia, and it has the red shades you need to really bring this home. I love that Venetian red shade with the Moitié OP. The Love Letter shade is also really nice. And then there are a bunch of other kind of more basic shades that go with everything. So these are my favorite makeup items to use with red gothic-y stuff. Now, if you're going full winter with this wardrobe, which I did last year when I went to a Halloween meet last year, it was extremely cold, and I was too stubborn to wear a winter coat because I wanted to actually show my co-ward. So I wore this cotton long sleeve shirt underneath my co-ward, and I wore the high neck Anna House blouse on top of that, and then I wore the Moitié OP on top of that, and I also took the Miho Matsuda hoodie. So I had 4 layers going for me there, and that worked super well. So I think if you're going to go for this wardrobe and you're looking at temperatures in the 30s, you definitely need another basic long sleeve kind of like undershirt to go with what you're wearing. And totally essential, gloves and earmuffs. If you're going to be too stubborn to do a winter coat in this weather, and that's okay because you want to show your co-ward and it's Halloween, you need to be comfortable. Trust me, you will enjoy your Lolita a lot more if you just get some nice matching winter accessories to go with your outfits. So, in conclusion, this is my Halloween capsule wardrobe. I think it works really well. Because these pieces I consider my main Halloween pieces, they're kind of tried and true, and I'm very confident that this wardrobe would get me through a whole week of Halloween. In reality, I'll probably wear some other pieces as well, but I hope you enjoyed this look at what a Halloween wardrobe could be like. Thank you.